Computer. There we go.
Okay.
Recording in progress. Wonderful. Well, welcome to this video. A Course in Miracles workbook for students. We're going to work through the 365 days. I have my friend Kelly with me without camera today. Just today, we've fingers crossed. And so I'm going to just launch right into reading the introduction. So it gives us a foundation and framework for what we're going to go through for the next. We're going to read Monday to Friday, so that is going to take more than 365 days. Did we agree that we would do it every day? No, I think we did Monday to Friday, right?
I think Monday to Friday, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here is the introduction. A theoretical foundation, oh dear, and this is recorded, this is fun. A theoretical foundation, such as the text provides, is necessary as a framework to make the exercises in this workbook meaningful. Yet it is doing the exercises that will make the goal of the course possible. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. It is the purpose of this workbook to train your mind to think along the lines the text sets forth. The exercises are very simple. They do not require a great deal of time, and it does not matter where you do them. They need no preparation. The training period is 1 year. The exercises are numbered from 1 to 365. Do not undertake to do more than one set of exercises a day. The workbook is divided into two main sections, the first dealing with the undoing of the way you see now, and the second with the acquisition of true perception. With the exception of the review periods, each day's practices are planned around one central idea, which is stated first. This is followed by a description of the specific procedures by which the idea for the day is to be applied. The purpose of the workbook is to train your mind in a systematic way to a different perception of everyone and everything in the world. The exercises are planned to help you generalize the lessons so that you will understand that each of them is equally applicable to everyone and everything you see. Transfer of training in true perception does not proceed, as does transfer of the training of the world. If true perception has achieved its connection with any person, situation, or event, total transfer to everyone and everything is certain. Pardon me. On the other hand, one exception held apart from true perception makes its accomplishments anywhere impossible. The only general rules to be observed throughout then are first that the exercises be practiced with great specificity,
Specificity.
specificity,
Yeah.
specifically, as will be indicated. This will help you generalize the ideas involved to every situation in which you find yourself and to everyone and everything in it. Second, be sure that you do not decide for yourself that there are some people, situations, or things to which the ideas are inapplicable.
Mm-hmm.
This will interfere with transfer of training. The very nature of true perception is that it has no limits. It is the opposite of the way you see now. The overall aim of the exercises is to increase your ability to extend the ideas you will be practicing to include everything. This will require no effort on your part. The exercises themselves meet with the conditions necessary for this kind of transfer. Some of the ideas of the workbook presents you will find hard to believe, and others may seem to be quite startling. This does not matter. You are merely asked to apply the ideas as you are directed to do so. You are not asked to judge them at all. You are asked only to use them. It is their use that will give them meaning to you and will show you that they are true. Remember only this: you need not believe the ideas, you need not accept them, and you need not even welcome them. Some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. But do not allow yourself to make exceptions in applying the ideas the workbook contains, and whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than that is required.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I see on my side, my internet is unstable, so I wanted to just pause there for a second. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
introduction. And now I will read lesson one. And when your material comes, we can share because it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, depending. So
Okay. Perfect.
lesson one: nothing I see in this room, in brackets, on the street, from this window in this place means anything. Number 1, now look slowly around you and practice applying this idea very specifically to what you see. This table does not mean anything. This chair does not mean anything. This hand does not mean anything. This foot does not mean anything. This pen does not mean anything. Number 2, then look farther away from your immediate area and apply the idea to a wider range. That door does not mean anything. That body does not mean anything. That lamp does not mean anything. That sign does not mean anything. That shadow does not mean anything. 3, notice that these statements are not arranged in any order and make no allowance for differences in the kinds of things to which they are applied. That is the purpose of the exercise. The statement should merely be applied to anything you see. As you practice the idea for the day, use it totally indiscriminately. Do not attempt to apply it to everything you see, for these exercises should not become ritualistic. Only be sure that nothing you see is specifically excluded. One thing is like another as far as the application of the idea is concerned. Each of the first 3 lessons should not be done more than twice a day each, preferably morning and evening, nor should they be attempted for more than a minute or so, unless that entails a sense of hurry. A comfortable sense of leisure is essential. So that is our lesson 1. So let's look around. I'll let you do this. Now look around, slowly around you, and practice the idea specifically to whatever you see. So what do you see? And it does not mean anything.
Well, I see my computer screen.
Does not mean anything.
Keyboard.
Does not mean anything.
Oh, should I be saying that?
Yes, please.
Okay. The thermos that's holding my tea does not mean anything. My mouse pad does not mean anything. This artwork on the wall does not mean anything. The clock on the
now
wall
let's
does not
expand a
mean
little bit
anything.
further out, which you're starting to do. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So
the house does not
now
mean
you're going
anything.
to look farther away.
So the cat outside the door does not mean anything.
Correct.
Meowing. The home that I'm in does not mean anything.
You're right.
The car in the driveway does not mean anything.
Right.
The house of street of houses does not mean anything.
No. How does that make you feel?
I'm kind of confusing it with not caring about something. Right, so I have to separate that.
I think so, yes, because it just doesn't mean anything.
Right.
The house down the street doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it burnt down, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
So we're taking the meaning off everything.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean we're just like kind of staying in this neutrality?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you'll find that you did maybe your house because you're attached, or your favorite book, or your artwork, or whatever. You might have picked something that really means something to you, but they really do not mean anything.
Yeah, you're right. How about you?
This lamp, well, okay, my laptop does not mean anything. My jar of water in my close periphery does not mean anything. My chart of the yugas that I just happen to bring over does not mean anything, although I'd like it to.
Yeah, right.
The lamp does not mean anything. My artwork does not mean anything. My curtains do not mean anything. My stairmaster does not mean anything. My couch does not mean anything. My bed does not mean anything. None of it means anything.
Okay. And does that give you the same feeling?
Yeah. Yeah. They're just things. And I'm considering what I'm attached to and what I like. So I think I probably pick things that I like. I really like my bed.
Sure.
I love being in my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's what it's doing for me, is
Interesting, eh?
taking the attention off it meaning anything.
Right, taking the attachment. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
neutralizing it. Okay, I
Because go ahead.
I can get behind that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, and when we do a 40,000 foot view, um, of this illusion, I should add
Mhm.
that,
Mhm.
um, having been through these lessons before, this is all a big illusion. It's only that frequency that makes it give it some texture, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
it's only energy and frequency that does that. And um, it's kind of, so there's nothing to be attached to, because if the frequency changed, everything in our homes around us and everything would change,
Evaporate.
right? Or
Yeah.
melt or dribble
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
or disappear. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe they would disappear. We have this idea that maybe they would just melt, but maybe they would completely disappear.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Interesting.
we've done that this morning, and then the text says to do it twice a day.
Mhm.
So we'll just, do it on your own in the evening at
Yep.
some point, just whenever you remember. And I will try and do that too. And that is lesson one.
Cool. Well, that sounds
So
amazing.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I hope this book gets here soon.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of how we should read all our books, just sort of a page or a couple of pages at a time and really
Mhm.
integrate it.
Yeah.
There's
Digest
so
it.
many books. Yeah, sorry,
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Yeah,
like
exactly.
talking.
No, that's okay. I'm a quiet person. I can talk back, but I struggle to make conversation out of nothing.
Oh, okay. No, I've been in a reading group I haven't been now for a couple of months, but I was in it for almost 2 years. And
Mhm.
we read some books and really integrated everything that we learned in it. And it's just so valuable. So
Interesting.
now and I mean, I don't read novels anymore. I just don't have time for
Mhm.
novels.
Yeah.
And so I want to read something that I can integrate and learn from and
Right.
apply
Yeah.
to my life. So even though it has no meaning,
What was the last book that you read?
um, what was the last book we read? Um, it's been a while. I can remember the first one I read. It's called The Universal Human by
Mhm.
Gary Zukav, and it's really quite a fascinating book. So we can maybe, if we feel like it, we can read something else as well as this in the morning, and I'll separate this video to just be with the workbook for students, and then we can do another one for the other one if you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
sounds
stop the
good.
recording because whoever decides to watch this doesn't need all this.
Right.
Stop